Welcome to Adventures by D. It's a special vlog today from opening weekend at Six Flags over Georgia.
2023.
Chris, what's today's vlog going to be about?
So Dave is giving you a beginner's guide to Six Flags. The food, the merchandise, the rides, and just walking around the park, what you can expect. If you like this content, please subscribe to our channel. We cover Six Flags over Georgia all throughout the year. We're local to the Atlanta area, and we also cover stuff in and around Atlanta and theme parks. Let Dave know if you found some of these tips helpful, or if there's anything else you'd like to see or learn about Six Flags over Georgia.
Join us on this 2023 Six Flags adventure. Okay, if you didn't buy tickets ahead of time, this is where you come up. If you get off the tram, you walk right up here from the parking lot. You go by the Georgia Scorcher and Summit Goliath, and the will call and the season pass is right here. So here's my recommendation: buy the passes online. Don't even wait here. Don't wait in will call. Or you could just scan them here before you get in the line. I'm gonna leave it up here a little longer. Future Dave here. I'm going to take you back to the park in just a second. I mentioned get your passes online, so you're probably saying how much are passes? So check the Six Flags Over Georgia website for the latest. So you can still buy single day tickets. They're as low as $35. If you're going to go at least once, twice, I would get some type of pass. The single day ticket doesn't include parking, and parking is at a minimum $30. The first pass option is the gold pass option. You can see behind me. The gold pass includes the parking, general parking, includes unlimited visit to Six Flags Over Georgia. Some of the other things it does not include are the drink cups, the annual drink cups. You can see here, those are $30, $35 depending on how many you buy. And it doesn't include trips entry into Six Flags Whitewater, which is their sister park on a different property over in Marietta, Georgia. So those are things that the Gold Pass, those are the pros and the cons. Also, it only lets you into the Six Flags Over Georgia till Labor Day, September 4th, which is great if you have somebody back from college, or maybe you have kids that are going to go during the summertime. It's a fine pass, but if you're planning on going to Fright Fest in October or a holiday in the park, the Gold Pass is not going to work for you. You'd have to pay separate to get in. The next pass is the Platinum Pass. It runs $65, and the difference in that one from the Gold is it includes, it takes the food beverage discount, food and merch beverage, from 15 to 5%. You had a 5% discount on the Gold for food and beverage. You go to 15 on the Platinum, and includes visits to Six Flags Over Georgia, all of 2023. Includes Six Flags Whitewater. You can get into that park as well. Also includes some skip the line passes and some friend tickets as well. So the Platinum Pass, do the math, you know, it includes the parking and includes some of the other things that the Gold Pass does not include. And then finally, the highest park pass down there on the end is the Diamond Pass. That's essentially your whole ball of wax. You get the preferred parking, which is a $35 value. It's closer in than the general parking. You also get 20% off food and beverage and merchandise. You get unlimited visit to Six Flags Over Georgia, unlimited visit to Six Flags Whitewater, and you also get a bunch of skip the line passes, friend passes, and includes the annual drink bottle And if you're thinking about going to other Six Flags park besides the one here in Georgia, it includes entry to all those parks. So if you're doing one of those once in a lifetime, let's visit every Six Flags park in America, that's the pass for you. Let's take it back to the park now. All right, here's the park map for this year. Everything you want to find on it.
His Flash coaster coming summer 2023. It's on that map now.
There it is. And if this is your first time here, it's not the hub and spoke of a Disney. It's you come in the main gate,
which is over here. And then you have to choose whether you go left or right. That's kind of your biggest decision. And then you circle around, you kind of meander to get through the park. Gotham City is off to its own. There's one way in, one way out, down to the side. So, and then they have two main coasters. If you come early, a good tip is if you come right before opening, or at opening, they'll typically open the Twisted Cyclone and the Georgia Scorcher early, and you can potentially get in one or two coasters before opening or right at opening, before the crowds build.
And then down on Lick Skillet, it's kind of a loop around the carousel where we were earlier.
It goes way back here. So here's a Great American Scream Machine. Here's the Lick Skillet grill that we showed, the Bad Bob show right there. And then you kind of, the Ninja, Great American Scream Machines, Superman's up here, the Hurricane Harbor's up here. That'll be a whole separate video. That's open usually Memorial Day and closes around Labor Day. It's included in your ticket if you want to do it. So water park, mini water park with a wave pool. Here's your sizes for the different rides, depending on your height. So tallest 54 inches is Batman the Ride, Georgia Scorcher, Superman Ultimate Flight, and Goliath. 52 inches is Acrophobia and Pandemonium. 48 inches is Blue Hawk, Catwoman Whip, Daredevil Dive, Twisted Cyclone, Harley Quinn Wild Whirl, Joker Chaos Coaster, Sky Screamer, Bonsai Pipelines, and Tsunami Surge. So some of the water parks. And then the Hurricane Harbor. And then 42 inches is the Great American Scream Machine, Hanson Cars, Bog Jamboree, Rockin' Tug, Sky Coaster, Dahlonega Mine Train, Superman Tower of Power, and the Riddler Mindbender. And then 36 inches is Speedy Gonzales Speedboats, Daffy Duck Bucket Blasters, Acme Trucking Company, Thunder River, and Paradise Island. It's very helpful. And this year, oh, look at this, the Great American Scream Machine certificate in Six Flags is a certified autism center. Do it! So the Bugs Bunny Land, the Superhero Land, and the Dave calls it the Carousel Land. I don't know the official name. This is area for your kids. So there's an area where the kids can run around and go on slides. There's lots of little rides in here. There's a little stagecoach, little Ferris wheel, and there's the Acme. There's a small little kids roller coaster, the Acme roller coaster. And then if your kids are a little bit bigger, 42 inches, they can ride the Dahlonega Mine Train, which is one of the original rides here. When Six Flags open, it's that one. But if you have little ones, think about bringing them, because I think there's a lot that they can ride with you and by themselves. There's in the DC Superhero Friends area, there's a Wonder Woman ride for a little bit of the taller kids. There's a little Batman coaster. There's even a little kids drop tower. So I would say in all the kids area, it's concentrated in a section of the park towards the middle. So you'll have fun. Now at 36 and 42 inches, the area behind us is a great kids area. So there's a number of different rides with the up, and away. There's a tugboat, there's the carousel, there's the Hanson Cars. There's a number of different kids rides just in this small area. Ton of fun for the kids. So most of them you could be 3 feet tall. Some of them you need to be 42 inches. But if you're thinking about, oh, I have younger kids, are they going to be able to ride stuff? Between
Carousel Hills
and over here, there's another kids area, Superhero Land, and then there's a Bugs Bunny Land for the elementary age kids and some of the younger ones. There's a ton of rides for them, more than you would think when you think of Six Flags over Georgia and the roller coasters. So there's a ton of options for younger kids.
Here's a better vantage point.
They just have a little bit more work to do before it's ready.
Yeah, there's the old stanchion for the Joker coaster here.
I wonder how far out this is going to go. I mean, the form factor looked like it was going to go...
Yeah, this is the old Batman stunt show, which I really enjoyed, but it hasn't been open in years, maybe decades. So I assume the coaster track for the Kid Flash is going to go way into here. And
does this building still stand? That's the question. I'm assuming it would, or they would have already taken it down.
Yeah.
But this isn't a very big form factor for...
Yeah, this is going to be a racing coaster, a single rail coaster.
And the light package looks really awesome with the LEDs. It's yeah, but it hasn't even started going up yet, so they're going to have to build a lot in a few months. Summer could be September.
It is summer a long time here in Georgia, so again, we're across from the supervillain swings, across from the Mindbender and Poison Ivy, and just up from Batman and Catwoman Wet, right next to Birds of Prey Cafe. I'm excited for the new coaster. I look forward to it.
So I have something interesting, an update. So previous years, Birds of Prey Cafe, you could walk up and order. Now it says it's mobile order only.
Ooh.
So they've transitioned pretty quickly in 2 years, because they just introduced mobile order 2 years ago, and now they have locations that are mobile order only. So I think that's pretty cool to see. Only accepts mobile food orders.
This is definitely the most crowded part of the park right now.
It's probably the most popular. Gotham City is one of their more popular areas. Usually, anytime you come to Six Flags, this area is going to be crowded. There goes Batman.
Yes. This is another great place for photos. Right here by the pond. It's the roller coaster going up. The Blue Hawk. Used to be called the Ninja. Now it's the Blue Hawk. All steel. Good drop. 3 loop-de-loops, some inversions. How many times have you ridden this, Chris?
Once.
Did you enjoy it?
Don't remember. Pretty sure once.
Madison and I have ridden it many times. It's a cool little coaster. Pretty intense ride, as I remember. I'm sure I'll be riding it with my daughter this year as well. Two double loops to start. Come back through over here. On the back side, another loop.
Upside down in the water.
4th, 5th, and then you're pretty much finished. So, intense ride, a lot of twists and turns.
If you're ever in a hosted event here, like if your company has a picnic or there's a birthday or things like that, it'll be across the way here. It's an event area. So, not open very often, but certain places, they call it the picnic pavilions are this way too, but I'm not sure if you can actually go there. It's shut right now, so it's usually for hosted events.
I think Six Flags is hosting geese now.
Apparently.
They've actually built this area up right here a little bit.
They did, they sure did.
Yeah. Beautiful to watch. I don't think I'd mess with the geese though.
I think, and then this is like the scariest swing ride I've ever seen in my life here. The
Now,
Sky Screamer.
I have not been on this one. I probably will get on this one at least once. Madison and Dean have ridden on it.
Madison loves this thing. It's terrifying. Oh, it counted down. I thought that this was for this.
I'm getting dizzy just filming it. Oh, there goes a hat.
Somebody's hat flew off. That orange thing was a hat.
Yes, that was a hat.
Wow, you're like sideways up there when you go around. That is so high.
Pretty sure my eyes would be like shut as hard as I could shut them.
You go all the way up. It looks like you do a few revolutions and then you come back down. Look at the Great America Screen Machine. Big line. Got the bunting up. That must be for its 50-year anniversary this month, Chris. 50 years. 1973 to 2023. It's
Yep. This is one of my favorite rides here. Wow. She looks good with the bunting. I've never seen the bunting on the ride. Years. Oh, look, they even have people over here on the bungee ride, as I call it. That's extra too, not included with the ticket, but you could still do it for the hardcore thrill seekers.
Return, baby, on the summer night. A shot of love and a spark of love to breathe. The stars align and the month times night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on. I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. A brand new start and a whole new part. They are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe. You know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Match. So you live to be a million years. All hearts are lost by default in the time of a single beat. We're leaving on the next train, babe. So take your seat. All right.
So new for 2023, we know the Monster Mansion, some of the scenes and the creatures inside of it got a facelift, so we're excited to see that. Hopefully the line isn't too long so we can get on now. Dave and Madison always ride Monster Mansion. And then we know in Gotham City, we noticed that a couple of the rides got some new paint. So the Poison Ivy and the Harley Quinn rides got some new paint. And we know they're building that new coaster, that Flash coaster.
Kid Flash?
Yeah,
Cosmic
that's
coaster?
coming. Yeah. So as we're just walking around and noticing, and several of the food places are open and the drink stands, and they seem to be pretty well staffed, like there's a lot of workers. So let's see how long the line is for Monster Mansion to see if we get on this trip. We did try to wait in Justice League, but it was quite a line in there. So we'll do that another time. That's one of my favorites. I like the dark thing, so I love the shooter ride. So I usually try to ride Justice League depending on the wait. The benefit of being local is you go on what you want, and then you can come back another time when you have your season pass. Let's go check it out.
This way. Stay out of the marsh. Stay out of the marsh. Oh no. Yes. Yes. I miss Light that fuse. Ready, aim, and fire. Oh yeah. Lucky for you guys, I found this here cannon.
There are, I think, Dave, test my knowledge, but I think there's 6 main eateries at Six Flags Over Georgia. And when I say main eateries, meaning you go up to the counter and you order, and then you bring your food and you're able to sit down somewhere in the location. So let's see if I have this. So there is DJ's Diner. There is Macho Nacho. Macho Nachos.
Welcome in.
No. Very quiet. So you can get a burrito or a burrito bowl or nachos. That's kind of it. Choice of chicken or beef. JB Sports Bar.
All right, let's see what's in JB Sports Bar and Grill.
One thing that Dave likes about JB's, if I can be honest, is Dave loves that over on the outside they have a bar. So if you're 21, they'll pour you some beers. They have some beers on draft. So I think that's probably why this is Dave's favorite location. There are some other locations in the park where you can get canned beer, but this is the one where the draft is.
Well, it's a large outdoor. They have, you see the NASCAR race out there. They have some fans going. You can see a good part of the park from here. It's centrally located. And they have beer on tap, yes.
We're inside JB Sports Bar. So inside there's a counter service area. Usually a very long line. You want to come here earlier in the day if you want to get food because the wait's usually long. But they have burger combos. Looks like they have a Buffalo Blue Burger that might be new this year, I'm noticing. But usually you can get burgers, wings, chicken sandwich. There's a salad in here and loaded fries. So the difference between this one and like Lick Skillet has some barbecue options, but very, very similar food between the two. And then this has the added benefit of outside there is a bar if you'd like some draft beer. You see a sign over here saying it's Miller time. So this gives you an idea of the food offerings at JB's. But my tip for you is we do come here often, the line is long and it does take a while to get through. So you can see here too, but like, so, there you go. Strutters. And Strutters has some new meals this year. They have an orange chicken bowl and an island chicken bowl. And they have wings and some awesome wing sauces. From plain to buffalo. Some serious strut. So the bowl can be a combo, you can add a drink. And Johnny Rockets. Can you think of it?
Here is Johnny Rockets. Should we look inside?
Yeah, we'll go pee. I'm gonna guess they have burgers and fries and maybe milkshakes. What do you think?
Whoa!
Although I don't know if they have milkshakes. So we'll see.
We shall see. whole video on how to mobile order food, by the way. Check that out. Thank you. Yum.
So now we're inside Johnny Rockets, and they have onion rings, fries, chocolate or vanilla milkshakes. You can get a rocket double, a single, an Impossible burger, and chicken strips. So it looks like making a meal a combo, adding a regular drink for $3.99. There you go, pretty basic. But if you want the Impossible burger, you can come here. Can you think of another one?
The Minor House.
The Minor House, so there's 7. So in each...
Here's Miner's Cookhouse. Here's where you can order Miner's burgers, pork sandwich, chicken strips.
Miners.
Gotham City Gifts.
Bro, I don't like
Home with a Batman and a Harley Quinn. One of the better merch shops here. If you're into the DC characters, this is your place. Getting ready for Kid Flash to open soon. Of course, they have hats here. And these mugs are new too here. I think these are about $22. These are big mugs. Look at the size of my hand. Put a lot of coffee in there. Batman sweatshirts. I think these go for about $40. Tumblers, 25. More merch. Definitely a lot of kids merchandise. Forget your sunglasses, you need keychain, rings. Oh, one of my favorite cartoons of all time, the Justice League. We have a mailbox here. Drink cup holders. Of course, they have fuel rods over there. You forgot your fuel rod. There's some sodas this year, 2 for $9, 2 for $10, and waters are 2 for $7. This is a pretty big store. You get candy over there, cotton candy. Very big amusement store. So this is, if you ride Batman, you have to come out to this gift store. Not a surprise. first vlog of 2023 Beginner's Guide. We hope you learned a lot.
Yes, and it's a beautiful day. It's nice to come in the spring because the heat isn't out and the crowds aren't quite here. You want to get here early for Six Flags if you can when they open or before, so you can get on a couple of these coasters first. And then also eat early, eat at off times. The lines do build for food, and they do have mobile order, so I would definitely suggest that.
So Chris, if they enjoyed this Beginner's Guide, what should they do?
Please subscribe to our channel. We cover all sorts of things around Six Flags Over Georgia all throughout the year, so I'm sure we'll be back for their Brews and Bites festival. It's fun. You get to sample a bunch of different ciders and beers and sour beers and coolers and stuff like that if you're of age. And we cover their Fright Fest, Halloween. We come to Holiday in the Park, we come in the summer. So we'll show it to you throughout the year. And we do things in and around Atlanta, so consider joining us. We love theme parks, so family-friendly adventures is what you'll find on this channel.
Chris, until the next adventure,
May the adventures be with you.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and
Ringing a bell.
so you'll be notified of our next upload. And as always, may the adventures be with you.